Hello everyone, welcome to Minimal Mindful Mama. Today we're going to be talking about signs that you might need to declutter. If you're new here, I'm Katie Mixon and I love making videos that help other busy moms to declutter and simplify their lives and their homes so that you can enjoy your motherhood and not feel like you have to spend all of your time cleaning and organizing. So today, let's jump right in by talking about some signs that you might need to declutter your home. The first way that you might realize that you maybe need to declutter your home is if you feel like you're constantly working on organizing and yet your home never actually looks tidy. Maybe you buy all the bins and baskets and organizational items that you can find, and yet it always just looks cluttered and messy, and you're never really happy with your organizational systems or the way that your home looks. It never actually looks clutter-free and organized. You might be the most organized person there is, but if you just need to declutter, all the organization in the world isn't going to help fix that clutter. So by starting with a good declutter, all your organizational skills will be showcased and you'll be able to enjoy the organization so much more. The next sign that you might need to declutter your home or an area in your home is if you feel like you're picking up the same things day after day. Maybe instead of just continuing to pick up the same random objects over and over again and creating all that extra work for yourself, evaluate if the things that you're cleaning up on a daily basis are actually things that are adding value to your or your family's life. If they're not things that are important or that you feel are a priority to your family, then you can go ahead and declutter those items so that you don't have to pick them up again tomorrow. Don't just keep picking up the same old things day after day and tidying them up when they really just need to be donated. Another sign that you might need to declutter is if you can't actually find the things that you're looking for quickly. If it takes you too long to look for the things that you're trying to find and you don't immediately know in your mind where that thing should be and it's not there when you go to look for it, it might be a sign that you have too much of that item and you need to declutter that area. You should mostly know where the things are in your home that you need to use, and it should be easy for you to find them. Another sign that maybe you need to declutter is if you don't like your decor. If year after year or season after season you're decorating your home and it just doesn't look how you want it to, and you're super unhappy with it, and you keep trying to buy more decor maybe every time you're at the store and you see cute things, you pick them up and you're like, oh, this is so cute, I want my home to look like this. That might actually be a sign that you need to declutter. I personally struggled with this mantle for the longest time, and it wasn't until I took everything off of it and only put back on my most favorite things that I actually was really happy with it. It was just too cluttered. I had too many little tiny things all over it. And once I pared down and only did a couple larger items that I really loved and enjoyed, was I actually really happy with the overall look and style. Another sign is if you're saving special things for a special day. So if you maybe have fancy china or special decor or something that you love and that really matters to you and has meaning, but you're hiding it away and you don't get to see it even though you love it, this might be a sign that you need to declutter some of the other items that you don't love as much so that these special items can truly have a special place in your home. Another sign that you might need to declutter is if it would take you several days to get your home tidy enough to have guests or to have company. I know company is very motivating as far as cleaning your home, and that's normal, and it's not always going to look perfect because we live in our homes. But if it would take you more than a few days to get your home to a point where you felt like you could have someone over, then you might need to declutter. After decluttering, it usually takes me about an hour or two to tidy up, to have someone over. If they're coming for a bit longer or we're going to be using more areas of the house, then a couple hours maybe. And of course, depending on the size of your home and how long of a stay, this will vary. But your home should be in a state that you can enjoy it and you can have friends over and not have to spend days preparing for the visit. The final sign that you might need to declutter your home is if you look around your home and you see things that you aren't currently using, that if you saw them in a store right now, you would not buy. Or maybe you feel overwhelmed by your home or guilty about it. Then this is a huge sign that you should declutter your home. Our homes are meant to be our safe place that helps us to feel relaxed and at home. And if you're looking around and all you're seeing is a massive to-do list or guilt over the fact that you don't feel like you've kept up with it as well as you should, and we're not talking about perfection here. I'm sure many of us could do a better job at keeping up with our homes, but we're just prioritizing being with our families and living in our homes more than having a perfectly clean home in every area at all times. But what I'm talking about is if you look at your home and you feel like you are just continually failing at having your home be a place that you want to live, because this is how I was feeling a few years ago when my second child was born. I felt like I worked all day on the house and yet it never looked kept up with. But my problem wasn't that I needed to clean more or tidy more or organize better. And it wasn't that I was a messy person or a lazy person. It was just that there was too much clutter. I had things I was storing in my home that I didn't love and I never used. And that can happen when you have moved recently or undergone other life changes. But once I let go of that clutter, I felt so much lighter and better able to keep up with my home. I was able to then come up with a routine that worked well for me. And not only was I able to let go of some of the clutter, but I was able to let go of some of that mom guilt. If you need help decluttering or ideas of what kinds of things to actually start with decluttering, or if you need someone to kind of talk you through the items and how to evaluate whether something is clutter or what to keep or what to toss, I have a whole decluttering playlist and I hope that you'll check that out. I hope that this video was helpful to you. Let me know in the comments down below what area in your home you feel like could use a good declutter. Even though I've decluttered a lot of our things in our home, there's always areas that I just want to tackle and to make better than they are. Because honestly, with kids, stuff just accumulates in your home. There's always new things being outgrown or new things being brought home. And so decluttering and maintaining that decluttered home is an ongoing process. I'd love it if you would like and subscribe down below. If you ring that little bell button, you'll get notified every time I upload a new video so that you don't miss out on any content. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy decluttering, and I'll see you very soon in the next video.